Good morning, everybody. Yes, I'm here with my cup of coffee. Happy to be with you. And I promise it will not be too difficult today. So please, please stay with me. Well, it will maybe not be difficult grammatically, but maybe emotionally, because remember that Fantine, she lost her job. She's not allowed to work anymore in the factory of Mr. Madeleine. She was sent away because they discovered she had a little girl without being married. And so, et rentra dans sa chambre. So she was dismissed and went back, entered in her room because she was renting a room. Sa faute était donc maintenant connue de tous. So her mistake, her fault, was so. This is the so. In English, the so you will put in the beginning. So her mistake was now known by everybody. Elle ne se sentit plus la force de dire un mot. So she did not feel anymore the strength to say a word. On lui conseilla de voir Monsieur le maire. So the on here, remember, can be different things here. I would say they. So they advised her to see Mr. the mayor, so the mayor of the city. Elle n'osa pas. She did not dare. Monsieur le maire lui donnait 50 francs parce qu'il était bon et la chassait parce qu'il était juste. So Mr. the mayor, or the mayor, gave her 50 francs. Yes, remember that, well, that's what she thought, that the mayor had given her 50 francs when she left because he was good and chased her, sent her away because he was just in the sentence, in the meaning of justice. He was he was a just man. Elle plia sous cet arrêt. To plier means to fold. I think here we'd rather maybe say she bowed under this arrêt judgment. An arrêt, it can be a judgment. So even nowadays, ministries, they send out arrêt, and it means, well, things that have been decided by them. So it's some kind of a judgment. Okay, that's the situation. Du reste, Monsieur Madeleine n'avait rien su de tout cela. So for the rest, apart from that, Mr. Madeleine had su, is coming from the verb savoir, to know, had known nothing about all that. So he didn't know. Ce sont là des combinaisons d'événements dont la vie est pleine. It is there, or it is, those combination of events of which life is full. Monsieur Madeleine avait pour habitude de n'entrer presque jamais dans l'atelier des femmes. So Mr. Madeleine had as a habit to, or not to, enter almost never in the workshop of the women. So he almost never went there. Il avait mis à la tête de cet atelier une vieille fille, maybe already till there. So he had put at the head of this workshop and une vieille fille, it's not an old girl. Well, it means like, well, a spinster, or could we say an old maid, que le curé lui avait donné, that the priest had given to him, et il avait toute confiance dans cette surveillante, and he had all his confidence, so he trusted fully this surveillant, so this lady, this old spinsters, personne vraiment respectable, ferme, équitable, intègre, remplie de charité, qui consiste à donner, already till there, because I think it's a long part. So she was a person really respectable, firm, équitable, just, full of integrity, filled of or full of charity, which consists of giving. So she gave easily, mais n'ayant pas au même degré la charité qui consiste à comprendre et à pardonner. But not having at the same degree the charity which consists in understanding and pardonner, forgiving. Monsieur Madeleine se remettait de tout sur elle. Yes, we have here the verb se remettre de. You don't have to learn that verb, but it's like Mr. Madeleine gave everything in her hands. Hein? Se mettre de, trusted her fully for all this. Hein? De tout for all this. Don't write down this verb because it can mean a lot. Les meilleurs hommes sont souvent forcés de déléguer leur autorité. So the best men are often forced to delegate their authority. Yes, he cannot do everything. C'est dans cette pleine puissance et avec la conviction qu'elle faisait bien que la surveillante avait instruit le procès, jugé, condamné et exécuté Fantine. So it is in this full strength and with the conviction that she did well that this surveillant, so this spinster, this old maid, had instructed le procès, it's the trial, the court case, the trial, judged it, condemned, and executed Fantine. So she had said, okay, this we decided, you go and we don't want to see you anymore. Quant aux 50 francs, elle les avait donnés sur une somme que M. Madeleine lui confiait pour aumône et secours aux ouvrières et dont elle ne rendait pas compte. So, quant à, and it's with a T at the end, not with a D. When it's D, it means when it's with a T, it means as far as the 50 francs are concerned, she had given them the 50 francs on a sum or from a sum that Mr. Madeleine had confided, had trusted her with, confié, for aumône. Aumône is the, what do you call it in English? You know, like alms you give to the poor people, money you give to the poor people, and help to the hand workers, ouvrières, here it's only women, ouvrier men, ouvrières women, so the women workers, and of which she ne rendait pas compte. She did not had to give an account, which means she did not have to justify this money. So Mr. Madeleine also gave her a sum to help poor people, to help the workers, and she did not have to tell them what she did with it. That's the situation. I think that's how Fantine got the 50 francs. Fantine s'offrit comme servante dans le pays. So Fantine offered herself as a servant in the country, but pays in those days, in this language, is rather like the area or the region, not the whole country. Elle alla d'une maison à l'autre. She went from one house to another. Personne ne voulait d'elle. Nobody wanted her. Wanted of her, you will say in French, but in English you will say nobody wanted her. Elle n'avait pu quitter la ville. She had not been able to quit or to leave the city. Le marchand fripier auquel elle devait ses meubles, quel meuble, lui avait dit, so the merchant or the merchant, the dealer, fripier, that was someone who was dealing in old clothes and old furniture, fripier. You had this dealer in old clothes and old furniture, to which she owed her furniture. What kind of furniture? Had said to her, si vous vous en allez, je vous fais arrêter comme une voleuse. So if you go away, s'en aller means to go away, I have you arrested as a thief. Very nice. le propriétaire auquel elle devait son loyer lui avait dit, so the owner to whom she owed her rent had said to her, vous êtes jeune et jolie, vous pouvez payer. So you are young and good looking or beautiful. You're pretty, you can pay. OK, good. Elle partagea les 50 francs entre le propriétaire et le fripier. So she partageait, she divided, she divided the 50 francs between the owner and the old clothes and furniture dealer, rendit au marchand les 3/4 de son mobilier, so gave back to the dealer les 3/4, 3/4 of her furniture, ne garda que le nécessaire, so only kept, and the only is ne que, we've seen that before, remember? So she only kept the necessary furniture. I imagine maybe her bed, maybe one chair. Et we're going to the next page, and I'm going to have some coffee. So, and se trouva sans travail. She found herself without a job. Sans état, stateless, didn't have a state. N'ayant plus que son lit, having only left her bed, and we have again the ne que, only her bed, et devant encore environ 100 francs. And owing, yes, devant can mean in front of, but it can also mean to owe, coming from the verb devoir. Owing still more or less 100 francs, French francs of that time. Elle s'est mise à coudre de grosses chemises pour les soldats de la garnison et gagnait 12 sous par jour. So she started, which is se mettre à, she started to sew big shirts for the soldiers de la garnison. I think you say also in English like a garrison, but so those were the stationary soldiers, and earned 12 sous. Yeah, it was an amount of money, let's say francs, but it's not really francs. Let's say 12 francs per day. Sa fille lui en coûtait 10. Her daughter cost her 10 per day. C'est en ce moment qu'elle commença à mal payer les Thénardier. It is at that moment that she started to badly pay the Thénardier. Remember that les Thénardier, those are the innkeepers who are keeping her daughter, but she has to pay for her. Cependant, une vieille femme qui lui allumait sa chandelle quand elle rentrait le soir, lui enseigna l'art de vivre dans la misère. So in the meantime, an old lady who lit her candle, sa chandelle, when she came home at night, taught her, it's the verb enseigner, taught her the art of living in misery. So she learned how to live with very little. Derrière vivre de peu, il y a vivre de rien. Yes. So after living of a little bit, there is living of nothing. She had to learn that. Ce sont deux chambres. La première est obscure, la seconde est noire. So there are, or it is, two rooms, the rooms of the old lady and of Fantine. The first is obscure. So the first room of the old lady, there's not a lot of light. It's obscure, it's dark. La seconde est noire. The second room, the one of Fantine, is black. There's no light. You can live with nothing. Really, really horrible. Afin de survivre et de payer sa pension au Thénardier, Fantine multiplie les heures de travail. So, in order to survive and to pay her pension to the family Thénardier, Fantine multiplies the hours of work. She works more and more. Elle dort peu. She sleeps little. Sa santé vacille. Her health is wavering, is not very stable. We can understand being poor and to have to work a lot, my God. Okay, a little bit of coffee. I hope you're still with me. I'm sure you are. Elle avait été congédiée vers la fin de l'hiver. So she had been congédiée, I would say dismissed, towards the end of the winter. L'été se passa, mais l'hiver revint. So the summer was passing by, but winter came back. Jour court, moins de travail. Short days, less work. L'hiver, point de chaleur, point de lumière, point de midi. Le soir touche au matin. Brouillard, crépuscule. La fenêtre est grise. On n'y voit pas clair. Yes, and now I have to tell you that the word point in French, it's a bit old-fashioned, but it's also a synonym of pas, so not. So the winter, no heat or warmth, no light, no noon. Even at noon, it's not very light. The evening touches the morning, so meaning the days are shorter and shorter. Evenings touching the morning. Brouillard means the mist, the fog. The dark, crépuscule, it's the dusk, dusk, twilight. The window is gray. You never have really a very light day. And you do not see very clearly, meaning through the window. Le ciel est un soupirail. So the sky is a soupirail, it's like a cellar window. So you see the sky as through a cellar window. Toute la journée est une cave. The whole day, it's a cellar. Le soleil a l'air d'un pauvre. The sun looks like a poor man. L'affreuse saison. The horrible season. L'hiver change en pierre, l'eau du ciel et le cœur de l'homme. So winter changes in stone, the water from heaven. So what's coming from heaven is becoming stone. It's like it becomes ice because it's winter. And so not only freezes the water, but also the heart of men. Ses créanciers la harcelaient. So her creditors, or the people to whom she owed money, harassed her. Fantine gagnait trop peu. So Fantine earned too little. Ses dettes avaient grossi. Her debts had grown, had become bigger. Grossir, to become bigger. Les Thénardier, mal payés, lui écrivaient à chaque instant des lettres dont le contenu la désolait et dont le port la ruinait. So this couple, the Thénardiers, paid badly, so they did not get all their money, wrote to her at each instant, so all the time, letters of which the content saddened her, to sadden, like désolé, yes, saddened her, and of which le port, the fact of carrying them, ruined her. It ruined her to read and to have those letters. Un jour, ils lui écrivirent que sa petite Cosette était toute nue par le froid qu'il faisait. So one day, they wrote to her that her little girl Cosette was totally naked by the cold that it was, but it means by le froid qu'il faisait means by the cold weather. Qu'elle avait besoin d'une jupe de laine, that she had the need of a skirt of wool. So she needed a woolen skirt because she was really cold. She was naked, et qu'il fallait au moins que la mère envoyât 10 francs pour cela. And that it was necessary. Yes, this verb falloir has come back all the time. I think you know it by now, I'm sure. So it was necessary at least that the mother sent 10 francs for that, so for the woolen skirt. Elle reçut la lettre et la froissa dans ses mains tout le jour. So she received the letter and froissa, like she wrinkled it in her hands the whole day. So it's really, really being with her, this problem not being able to take good care of her daughter. Le soir, elle entra chez un barbier qui habitait le coin de la rue et défit son peigne. We're almost finished. If you're still there, good, good, good. So during the night, the evening, she entered at a barber shop. Chez, you use the word chez when it's a person following. So at the barber's, who lived at the corner of the street. And défit comes from the verb défaire, to undo. She undid her peigne, her comb, because she had her hair together, held together with a comb. Ses admirables cheveux blonds lui tombèrent jusqu'aux reins. So her admirable blonde hair, do you see it? In French it's plural. You say hairs, not in English, but in French it's plural. So her admirable, her beautiful blonde hair, tombèrent, fell to her until her, well, les reins, it's normally her kidneys, but I think in English you would say, were until her waist, really long hair until her waist. Les beaux cheveux, s'écria le barbier. What a beautiful hair, screamed the barber. Combien m'en donneriez-vous, dit-elle. How much will you give en? The en means for it, to me, that's the me, to me, for it. Yes, so, and I forgot to explain all the ens, but this one I'm going to explain for my dear friend Hans. So, en means of that, de ses cheveux. How much do you give for my hair? She said. And what does the barber answer? 10 francs. 10 francs. So the only thing left is her beautiful hair. She's going to sell it to have a woolen skirt for her daughter. And even not sure that this family, les Thénardier, are going to buy her a woolen skirt. We know they're not very nice people. So this is it for today. Thank you for reading with me. We're still reading if we're 10, as long as we're 10, we are reading. I hope to see you next week. Have a very, very nice week. Bye.